This house wasn't meant to be a nursing home. The building just seemed like it was overrun with patients.
And they believe that left behind spirits and energy that people still encounter to this day.
I'll never forget when we listened back to that and heard it. I was like, what in the hell is that?
In between my sentence, every single person in the group right in front of me heard a man go,
This is wild.
"You like Dave?"
Yes.
Wait, I hear a very clear whispering voice there.
Which room is your favorite?
Bedroom.
I hope that was Dave.
Whoa. Right back in that doorway, dude.
Oh! Dave, you good?
You all right, Dave?
All right, Ryan, here we are. We're back in Marietta, Ohio at one of our favorite locations.
Man, it is good to be back here at the Anchorage, where pretty much our paranormal quest began. We investigated here as probably our third or fourth location back in 2011 when we started the show. And I can say that this place is still, to this day, one of the most haunted places we've ever been.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have caught all kinds of incredible footage in this place over the years, and I'm excited to be back.
It's like a homecoming almost, because this place really does feel like home. But there is a very creepy and ominous energy inside this mansion, because not only was it an Italian villa that was plagued with tragedy for the family who built it, but eventually it became a nursing home that was so overcrowded and so packed full of patients that they really couldn't take care of those that were here. And that eventually led to its end, and they believe that left behind spirits and energy that people still encounter to this day.
Yeah, it's just an incredible, incredible location, and I'm ready to get back inside.
I'm ready too. You're ready to walk in, meet up with our good friend Viva, and have her tell us all about the history and hauntings of the Anchorage mansion.
Let's do it.
Let's head inside.
Douglas Putnam. He was a very prominent figure here in Marietta. Douglas and Eliza were madly in love with each other. Of course, the house that they were living in during that current time frame was not really fitting of the stature that they had here in town. Eliza ended up going to New England and seeing all the beautiful Italianate homes that they had up there. Douglas, being the very doting and very wonderful husband that he is, decided that he was going to build Eliza her dream home. It took about 10 years for this house to be built, and it was finally completed in 1859. Sadly, Eliza was only able to enjoy the house for 3 years before she passed away here due to heart failure. Him being the prominent figure here in town, he did end up remarrying a lovely woman named Sarah. They lived here for several years until he eventually did pass away here as well. But Sarah ended up actually selling the house at a loss. So I would imagine that Eliza and Douglas would be rolling over in their graves if they had heard that number that she got offered for this house, this big, beautiful mansion here. It's kind of had different owners over the years, several different owners, until it eventually landed with Eddie McTaggart, who was an oil and gas man here in the area. He owned the house from the 1910s to when he eventually did pass away in the 1950s. After he passed away, the house was given to a church here in the local area, and it was turned into a nursing home, and it was known as the Anchorage Christian Nursing Home.
Oh man, here we are, back in the Anchorage.
We're back.
It is good to be back.
It is. It's been a while since we've been in here to film something, so.
All over this house, there are stories and claims of paranormal activity, but this area is especially important to us because this is where, when we were here in 2011, we had some very interesting pieces of evidence captured right here in this area. Now, these were the parlors. You had the parlors on either side, the dining room over here. This was the music room over here. So there's a lot of history with that. And when the Putnams died here, or anyone that lived here died in the house, their funeral would have been held in the parlor. So there's that mourning energy here as well. So we had a digital audio recorder set right here, and we decided to leave it here as we were upstairs. Now, while that recorder was sitting there with no one on this first level at all, the first strange thing that it captured was a voice that sounded like it was telling us to get out.
Yeah, that was a very strange voice. I remember that vividly, and we obviously know that there were no children in here with us as we were filming, and we were the only ones in the building. That, amongst many, many other things that we heard in here during what I guess was an initial abandonment way back when.
Yeah, at least on this floor. But the next thing that we caught was even stranger, because on that first investigation here, we were let in by a gentleman named Tom Moore. And Tom Moore told us that sometimes they'll hear the sound of squeaky wheels, almost like on a gurney. And we actually captured that on the audio recorder when it was on this first floor with no one else in the building but us, and we were upstairs. And it sounds chilling. The next thing that happened was even more strange because they didn't have this antique furniture like they do now. Back then, the only thing in the music room were metal folding chairs. And shortly after the squeaky gurney wheels, we captured on that audio recorder what sounds like someone pulling that metal folding chair, one of those metal folding chairs, across the floor. And if we thought that was strange, the next thing that was captured was even weirder because the audio recorder shortly after that picked up what sounded like someone was on this floor taking heavy dishes and throwing them into a metal sink.
Yeah, I'll never forget when we listened back to that and heard it. I was like, what in the hell is that? And I think that was honestly one of the first moments on Paranormal Quest where we were truly shocked and surprised by our findings and recordings that we got.
And I mean, that alone is proof of residual energy. And I'm sure when there were nursing home patients here, when there were people that lived here, when they had to prepare lots of food for all the patients, these were the types of sounds that you would hear in day-to-day life inside the Anchorage nursing home. So there is some sort of energy in this building that replays itself. The trick is you have to be in the right place at the right time to be able to either witness it or capture it. And I think we did that night.
It was very hard for the nursing home to function as the times were changing and as the state regulations were changing. It was a nursing home from 1963 to 1986. This house wasn't meant to be a nursing home. It wasn't made to have multiple people sleeping in a room, for shower facilities, for mentally ill patients. It just wasn't meant for that. The building just seemed like it was overrun with patients, overrun with a really foul odor, very dark and menacing feeling. A lot of people were afraid of this building. It was definitely not made to have patients in it at all.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it up here. You can feel the energy. I've always felt that way. Both times that we've filmed and investigated at the Anchorage in the past, I will say the second floor feels much different than the first. And that makes sense. This is where the patients would have been housed when this was a nursing home. There would have been multiple patients in each room, and if, at times you could have had many beds just all over the place. So I think that not only do you have the energy from the history of the Putnam family and Eddie McTaggart and the Knox family and everyone else that passed away here that owned this house, but you have the energy of these nursing home patients that passed away here or felt some strange connection to this place.
Yeah, I remember the last...
What?
Did y'all hear that? Wait. I heard like humming. Like...
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you think it could be Eliza?
I don't know. It came back from this area.
Huh.
That's like, I know that's so weird because like the last couple of walkthroughs that we've done, we've heard stuff on the walkthroughs. I don't know. That was weird. I have to listen back to that,
But it makes sense. I mean, if those people lived in this house and loved it so much, I mean, probably the person who loved it the most, I would say, is Eliza Putnam. This was her dream, to live in a house like this and to have that ripped away from her so quickly with heart troubles and her passing away in this house. I would imagine that she would never want to leave this place, no matter what.
The most common thing that people experience are shadow figures. They hear voices constantly, whether it be someone having their name being called or just hearing a conversation going on when there's nobody in a room. Footsteps, things moving, doors slamming. The servants' quarters is typically a place where I never suggest people go by themselves. We have a spirit back there. A lot of people have started calling him Casanova because he typically gravitates a lot more towards women than anything. People have had their butts grabbed, whispered in their ear, their hands have been held, their clothes have been pulled on. Typically, whenever men go back there to investigate, they tend to feel uncomfortable, very nervous, very anxious, completely unwelcome, until eventually they just feel like they have to leave.
I always forget how confined this area is back here. Like even the stairwell, like you said, coming down through there is just so tiny and I don't know, closed off and sectioned off from the rest of the house. It just doesn't, I don't know how to put it, just like you're separated from everything else and like the walls are just kind of, everything's more narrow and closed in and not as wide open and as extravagant as the rest. And it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes you feel like you're not even in the same house, that you are in a different place. But you're right, that claustrophobic feeling that you get when you're in here is not just confining in forms of physical space, but to me, I've always felt in these servant quarters that there is a very strong and heavy energy back here.
During the flashlight tour, it was me, about 20 people, and my sister and my niece were actually accompanying me during this particular tour. And we went to the servants' quarters, and I was just kind of going through my spiel of telling the spooky stories. And in between my sentence, we actually heard everybody in the group, not just me, every single person in the group, right in front of me, heard a man go, and it resonated through the entire hallway. Everybody started screaming. My niece grabbed me. It terrified her. Every person in the group was terrified. And all of a sudden, smack dab in the middle of summertime, it got ice cold up in that hallway.
A lot of people collect activity in here, and they believe it's from this domineering male presence that hangs out here in the servant quarters. So, sir, if you are the one that they call Casanova, and you like to grab people and touch people and make people feel uncomfortable in here, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to learn about you. My name is Ryan and this is Dave, and we traveled here tonight to learn your story. and we'd love it if you'd come out and talk to us.
We have two little girl spirits here in the house, Henrietta and Clara Bell. Henrietta, we don't know when she came to be or where she came from.
Now they say there's two, Henrietta and Clara Bell, but Henrietta is the most outspoken and the most vocal. And hopefully Henrietta will come out and speak to us tonight because she has proven in the past that she is not shy.
Clara Bell was actually a patient here at the house. They didn't house children, but she was in her mid to late 40s when she was a patient here. She had the mental capacity of a child, so she genuinely thought that she was a kid in this big house that was a nursing home. And ever since she passed away, a lot of people have claimed to have seen not only Henrietta here in the house, but also Clara Bell. A lot of people have questioned that, like, why was she an old woman and then all of a sudden she came back as a child? I think if that was your headspace and that's where you felt more comfortable and more safe, then maybe that's something you're able to revert back to after you've passed on. So you're gonna wanna go back to a place where you felt the most at home.
It's interesting because to me, there are multiple places that we've investigated that keep drawing us back, and I feel like the Anchorage is one of those places. The activity, the energy, the history is something that you have to experience for yourself, and it sucks you in. You feel connected to this place. And I can say I've always felt connected to the Anchorage. So I'm excited to get started with this investigation, go full night vision, and to see what happens when we spend the night once again inside the Anchorage mansion. Are you ready, Dave?
I'm ready. Let's get abandonment set up, get batteries put in stuff, get everything placed where we want it, and get the night started.
All right, so we are officially all set up. We have the Anchorage mansion wired with cameras, and we're gonna leave for an hour to see what happens and what paranormal activity occurs when this beautiful building is completely empty. Right now here on the first level, we have a camera set up in this main foyer area. Over here to the right is the parlor, music room, dining room, and then straight back leads to the stairs. This area is where we captured all of those strange sounds on our first investigation here back in 2011. I will say that I'm excited to see what this picks up.
Oh yeah, me too.
We have a brand new proximity meter right here on the couch behind me, and hopefully if anything gets close to that, it will alarm. And we'll know about it. Up on the second floor, we have a camera set up in the main open hallway. Now, Viva had told us that that area is well known for shadow phenomena. We have a laser grid set up there that was sent to us by Mazzy, so special thanks to Mazzy for sending us that laser grid. And we're gonna see if we can capture one of those shadows or some solid moving anomaly that will pass through that laser grid. Over in the servants' quarters, we have a camera set up in the little short, confining, claustrophobic hallway to see if we can hopefully capture proof of Casanova being there, and there is a Mel meter at the end of that hallway.
Yes.
Up in the attic, there's a camera with a REM pod, and that's where Henrietta is known to play with those toys. So hopefully Henrietta does something, maybe Clara Bell will come out and do something. The Anchorage mansion is very haunted, and I am so excited to see what happens when this mansion is completely empty. Are you ready to leave, Dave?
I'm ready to leave.
Hit him with it.
All right.
We're leaving!
We're leaving merch. Make sure to grab it. ParanormalQuestMerch.com. On this abandonment session, we were gone for 63 minutes. And despite having cameras in the foremost haunted parts of the Anchorage nursing home, the only slight amount of action that occurred was on the second floor hallway with a laser grid. About 10 minutes after we left, a faint knock can be heard.
which probably isn't paranormal at all and is probably just general building noise. Then about 10 minutes later, the EDI plus meter detected a change in the air pressure and temperature. Throughout the whole time we were gone, no voices were captured, no shadow movement occurred, and none of our other pieces of equipment were triggered. This just shows how unpredictable the paranormal can be. Even in some of the most haunted locations, the level of occurrences can vary widely depending on the night. And who knows? Maybe they're just waiting for us to return, to speak to us face to face.
All right, you ready?
Yes, so I officially have the SLS running. For those of you new to the channel or anyone that hasn't seen one of these before, it's a structure light sensor camera, and it uses infrared lasers that actually map the shapes of objects. So it doesn't actually see with an image sensor, but more like a shape sensor. And when it detects the shape of the human form, then it will map it with a stick figure mapping, and we found that there are some strange anomalies that occur, and we've had some very interesting stuff happen in the past.
I will say as we walk downstairs, the action cam that's behind me probably picked it up, but this music box, we did hear it going off. Yes, we're gonna run on the ghost tube. We also have a millimeter, the spirit pod, a REM pod, a music box, and a cat ball up here running, just so we can cover all of our bases.
If there's anyone up here, my name is Ryan, and this is Dave back here behind me. We're here to learn your story about who you were and what happened in this house. This beautiful mansion. Whether you were the owner of this house, a resident, or if you were a patient of the nursing home, we want to hear from you. We want to know about your life here in this building. And in my hand, I have something that can actually take your portrait or your picture. If you stand in front of me...
I said no.
You don't have to. We're just asking.
Whoa.
Something show up?
Yeah, literally very fast. It popped up on the left or on the right side over here.
Whoa.
There. Oh. Hello. Right here in this room. I was just getting, right beside this room, I was getting a very strange vibe from this room here. Hello.
Can you bend down and touch that red light just outside the door?
Who is this? It was weird because I caught it moving that direction.
Yeah.
Is this Eliza? And it's
Whoa.
gone.
Wow.
It was like reaching out with its foot trying to touch that REM pod.
Really?
Yeah. But nothing happened with it. Eliza, you have a beautiful home. Are there any children in here? Ooh, wow, I just felt like I walked through something, man.
Really?
Yeah, like I got hit with a crazy charge right here where the figure was standing. Like I just got, like I felt, it just was like heavy. I felt like I walked through something, like you know how when you walk through like a curtain or something?
Mm-hmm.
Are you right here beside me? It is cold right here too.
Is it?
Yeah.
If you're standing there by Ryan, reach
You
down.
won't understand.
I don't understand.
You won't understand. I've never heard it say that.
Me either. You won't understand.
I promise we can try and understand. But you can reach down and touch that red light right there.
Hiding.
Hiding. It seems like someone is not comfortable with us being up here. When I asked them first to show themselves, it said, I said no. Then it said, you won't understand. Now it says hiding.
Yeah.
Who was that figure that we just saw in the picture, in the portrait, a little bit ago? Can you tell us your name? Are we playing hide and go seek with you? Henrietta? Clarabelle? Whoa. Right back in that doorway, dude. Hello? Who is this? Right where I felt like I walked through something.
Yeah. If that's you, can you please try and touch our device there on the ground? We left that there for you.
You are funny.
Thank you.
Are you a patient here at the Anchorage, the Christian Anchorage nursing home? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It was across the hall. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It was across the hall. Man, again, I felt like I get hit with static right here in the doorway.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
As I walk by, I'm going to show you how it works. I'm sure you've seen these before, but can you do that? Is there someone in this hallway right here in front of me? Do not enter. Okay.
Come here.
Whoa.
Where?
Show us where you want us to go. We don't know where you are. Hello? Is this where you wanted us to go?
Do you know Miss Viva? She let us in here.
Clarabelle. Henrietta?
Close it.
Close it.
What, the door? Okay.
Ritual.
All right, I closed the door. Can you try and push it back open? What was that?
It's right here on the stairs.
What was that?
It's right here on the stairs. Casanova, we're going to come down there in a little bit with Viva, with Melissa. We heard that you're not very respectful to the ladies. We want to learn about why that is. We want to know about why you treat women the way that you do. take one more pass out through here.
Okay. We also didn't go down into the
Running.
running as soon as you open the door.
I'm not running. We're gonna be back, don't you worry.
Elderly.
Elderly.
Are you elderly? Were you a patient here at the Christian Anchorage nursing home? This would have been where all the patients were.
Yeah.
Did they take care of you here? Were you happy here? You know, I tell you what, we had a really interesting burst of activity right there at the beginning
Yeah.
with whatever was going on with that room, but then it seemed like whoever was up here that was interested in us stopped interacting. But when we went over by the servants' quarters and stood at the top of the stairs, it seemed like someone was really egging us to come down there,
Yeah.
trying to tempt us and bait us to come down there. So what do you say we go collect Viva, grab the stuff for the Estes session? We go down there and see Casanova
Let's do it.
and see what happens.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Hello? Rolling this as audio. Let me see this here. Whoa. Hello.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's Viva audio. Ooh.
What in the world?
Can you stand right in front of that for us so we know that it's you? If this is Casanova or whatever your name might be, we'd love to know your real name.
Yep.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get the blindfold.
I was gonna go get it, but
No, I got it. That's me.
I know, it started randomly going off out of nowhere.
yeah, that's quite strange.
Just a little bit.
All right. Eye patch going on. Or blindfold going on, I mean.
I'm gonna say, why'd he go for eye patch?
I don't know, that's weird. Okay, headphones going on.
Okay. All right, so we are officially here and ready. Sorry that took so long for anyone that was watching us set up. Casanova or anyone else. But Dave over there, our friend in the corner, he has a box that we believe you can use to speak to us. And if you walk up to him and tell us what you want to tell him, or answer our questions through him, he'll tell us what you say. And we brought Viva with us, of course, you know her.
Hi. Can you say hello back? I know there's a gentleman back here. Can you tell us what your name is?
Ta-da, or not us, or something like that.
Okay. Well, do you like us being back here with you?
Small child voice said, "Hi."
Oh,
Whoa.
I thought I heard.
I thought I was hearing walking over there.
I thought so too. And then I felt something back here too. That's why I looked back.
Who's the child? Can you tell us your name? My name is Ryan. And that's Dave over there.
Do you remember me? What's my name? Is Henrietta or Clarabelle back here?
We want to talk to the guy who calls, or is called Casanova. Can you tell us what your real name is? Your given name? Tell Dave. Like a hissing? That's pretty creepy.
It was either a hiss or it kind of sounded like he said us in a way. You know, I would never bring anybody here that would mean any harm to any of you.
Dave and I are nice guys.
I thought I felt a tug on my jacket.
Oh, wow.
That's why I reacted. It felt like a little like boop.
Huh.
Just a teeny tiny one.
Like a
That's
child
fine.
almost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you.
Viva felt her jacket move, and if you look closely, you can see as she's standing still, the front of her jacket moves towards her body. It's too slight to know for sure if this is unexplainable. What do you think? Is this a natural movement of the fabric? Or did we just capture her jacket being tugged? Let us know in the comments below.
I want to go up there so bad.
Do you want to?
I do.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We can just walk by the...
Okay. Just leave Dave back here.
Yeah. So we decided that we are... Wait. Music box is still going off. We are very much clear of it now.
You can follow us.
We left Dave down there by himself. Whoa. It's still going off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, actually. We should be thanking you.
Yeah. Yep, it's still going off.
Thank you. Do you like the music?
Did you just want to make space so you can play with the toy?
Why is the floor vibrating?
What?
He said the floor's vibrating. We're standing still
Yeah.
all the way up on the other side. Are you walking near Dave? You can tap him on the shoulder if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys jumping or scooting something?
No, we're
No.
standing still all the way up here.
We're at the top of the landing.
Huh.
Sarah?
Sarah?
Oh, I just heard it again.
After Eliza.
Oh. She's the one that sold the house.
She sold the house, yeah.
Oh!
Oh, Dave, you good?
You alright, Dave?
Oh. Oh, it just got like really cold here beside me and I felt somebody standing there.
Oh,
That's okay. Don't
I'm
worry about it.
sorry. You okay?
Are you mad at... Wow. Are you mad at Sarah for selling the house?
Well, I'm feeling like cold air and movement on both sides of me.
That was Dave setting that off with the movement. Are you okay, Dave? Do you need to come out? Can't hear
You
me.
can't hear. They're having fun now.
Yeah.
I heard something whisper Sarah, and then I whispered Sarah, and then I heard it even clearer.
Do you like Dave?
This is wild.
Oh, there it goes.
Yes.
What did you ask it?
Huh?
What did you ask it?
I said, do you like Dave?
Wow.
Ooh, that's got me shaking a little bit.
Sarah, are you here, or is this someone that is wanting to talk to Sarah?
I can't be sure, but I thought I heard something say friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're your friends. You know that. Yeah. Thank you.
Or are you friends with Sarah and you want to talk to her?
Yeah. Thank you.
Can you stand right in front of it so it keeps playing the music for...
Cold.
It was warm down here a little bit ago. Now it's like freezing.
Yeah, it's like cold all right here. I got goosebumps. And I'm wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
Can you tell Dave your name?
Ooh.
It's so cold.
Yeah. There's definitely someone here with us.
Now, Casanova, I know I'm not usually the type of lady that you go for, but can you come up to me and say hello?
But Viva, notice how since we came down here, it stopped.
Yeah.
You want to go back up there
Yeah.
and see if it picks up again when he's alone?
Yeah.
Going by the music box again? Dave's alone down there again now. We completely left him alone again. I don't think I've ever heard Dave react that strongly.
Yeah, he was like straight up spooked.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like walking around or something.
Again. Yeah. Walk right up to Dave and do what you did again to him.
Front.
Are you in front of Dave? I know I told you that you could tap him on the shoulder. We didn't know he'd react that strongly.
I know. You made it very cold down there, too.
That music box is going
It's going nuts.
crazy. And what's weird is we went down there and it pretty much, I mean, besides a few blips here and there, it stayed silent.
Yeah.
Now it's like constant. Can you tell us who it is that's playing all these pranks?
Trust.
Just?
I don't know.
I couldn't hear. Can you tell us your name? Who's playing all these pranks and tricks on us?
Can you tell Dave my name?
Yes.
Well, then what is it?
And what's my name?
Let's play a fun game. I want to see if you can see us. So can you tell Dave
how many fingers I'm holding up right now.
All right, I'm gonna take these off.
Oh, well,
Never mind. Are you all right, man?
Yeah, I am now.
We're coming back down. Did you feel the vibration and the walking any other time besides the points that you...
Yeah, had mentioned.
No.
Because we straight up were just standing at the top of the landing and you were like, the floor is vibrating and we were not moving at all.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it just felt like, just like a high vibration. I could feel it.
That's wild. And it got freezing cold back here.
It did. And the thing is, once you like freaked out, we came back down here for a minute and we stood in the hallway here with you and the voices stopped coming through. And then we went back up to the landing and then you started to hear stuff again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd love to see on camera if anything was captured.
Yeah.
When that moment happened, right when you felt that really strong presence, and I'm excited to hear.
God.
Yes. The audio for that, I cannot wait.
It was so weird because it was like, Sarah. And then I think I said
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard Sarah, and then I heard it was clear. I was like, Sarah. And then I don't know, I just felt this weird presence, energy, something like get real close, it got real cold, and then I felt it on this side. And then after that, nothing.
With that description in mind, I reviewed the footage when Dave felt the presence beside him, specifically the Mel meter. Now its REM function never triggered, but I tried my best to enhance the screen of the EMF and temperature readout, and discovered something shocking. Though the numbers are hard to read, I noticed seconds before Dave freaked out, the EMF started to spike. And when I froze it right here, you can just make out 6.0 milligauss. Then seconds later, Dave jumped up.
Oh, Dave, you good?
You all right, Dave?
Oh, it just got like really cold here.
What are the chances that in this moment the electromagnetic frequency in the air jumps up 6 milligauss, right when Dave feels this intimidating presence? And did we just capture proof that these unseeable forces carry an electrical charge?
Dave, you good?
You all right, Dave?
Oh, it just got like really cold here beside me, and I felt somebody standing there.
It was very good. That was a very interesting session. And for anyone that's up here, you know, you can see Dave again here in just a few minutes and he's gonna be alone. So
How are you now?
if you want to follow him down to the first floor and hang out with him down there, he'll be alone down there. Or if you'd rather follow me, I'm gonna be alone in the attic. So
That'll be fun.
let's do it.
All right, everybody, so this is the
Goodbye.
goodbye. Why are you saying goodbye? I just got here.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. What is your name? Can you tell me your name?
I just turned on the Oculus and it said error murder. We'll leave it there and see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this on and flip that on.
Gonna get started here. Ryan is up in the attic doing his solo, and I'm down here on the first floor. There's plenty of space in between us, so we're not gonna cause any contamination or anything like that between each other.
I want it.
You want what? What do you want?
Stab. Kill.
What the hell? Stab, kill? It says, so far up here it said murder, stab, kill. I'm just now setting up and I haven't even gotten anything right. What?
I put this device here on the couch. You can have that if you want that. All you have to do is try and pick it up and it'll let me know you're here. And I also set one of my devices over here on the desk. So you can try picking that one up too. Okay, so I'm rolling up here in the attic. I'm just getting ready to start my solo. Dave's down on the first floor doing a solo as well. And we are gonna see what happens. There's a lot of stories about Henrietta. I hope that was Dave. So if you'd like to try that, you're more than welcome. I brought those things here for you.
This sound was not Dave. At this moment, he was quietly standing in the foyer, asking questions. But none of his microphones heard this sound. It almost resembles someone at the bottom of the attic stairs, moving around.
And we are gonna see what happens. There's a lot of stories about Henrietta. I hope that was Dave. Shot. Ever since I turned that Ovilus on, it has said multiple words that are related to death. Whoa. What the hell? My deadlight just died. What the hell? Literally right as... Did you see that? Like, it just got... Like, the battery just sucked. Whoa! The IR light on top of my camera just out of nowhere just completely like flashed and shut off. I'm gonna turn it off here because it keeps like doing this weird flashing thing. Let me turn this off. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to go like this for right now. This is just gonna have to be I'm gonna have to use this one.
Anybody from the Putnam family? I see your portraits on the wall. Some of you. I really like your house here. This is one of the most beautiful houses that I've ever seen. Do you agree? I mean, I'm sure you do. It's your house, right? And this is probably my favorite room in this house. Which room is your favorite?
Bedroom.
The bedroom. Okay. That's cool. Which bedroom?
Is there anyone here? Henrietta? I've brought some lights and some toys for you to play with. And I'd love for you to come out here and talk to me. Clarabelle, if you're up here. Or anyone, really, that wants to come out here and communicate. That box right there kept saying words that led me to believe that someone had their life taken. November. That someone had their life taken from them. Is that true? If that's true, can you touch that red light right over here or this green one here?
Do you remember me coming here several years ago? Are you in here?
I'm eternal.
I'm eternal. I kind of think we're all eternal. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know, actually. But I love your house here.
Can you hear it?
Can I hear what? What am I listening for? Can you tell me? What am I listening for? Whoa.
Something just moved over here in this room. Quick. Let me see if this works now. What the f?
August. Shot. Roll.
What?
Energy. Demand.
Okay, I'm gonna shut this off again. It just said shot again.
Place.
It just said shot again.
Cards.
Cards. Am I speaking to someone who had their life taken from them?
The sun is about to come up here in a little bit. Very soon. I was hoping that you would come out and talk to me before I have to go. Can you see this device here? Look. Do you hear that and see all those colors there? Can you try and touch that for me so I can see it?
Rolling EVP session. This is the attic of the Anchorage mansion.
Adjective. Clean.
Was someone attacked or hurt in this house or near this house?
Follow. Map.
Follow map. What kind of map should I follow? Henrietta, can you come up to this light in my hand and speak to me? What's your story? How did you end up here at the Anchorage? Rolling EVP session. This is the attic of the Anchorage mansion. Was someone attacked or hurt in this house or near this house? Wait. Near this house? First question. In this house or near this house? Do you hear that? In this house or near this house? I hear a very clear whispering voice there.
I'm gonna have to review that and see if I can figure out what it says, but that was the first question and I already hear a voice. Let me listen to that one more time. In this house or near this house?
Are you happy that your house is still here and serving a purpose?
Annoying.
I'm sorry that I'm annoying. It is very late or very early, however you look at it, and I'm sure that I am annoying you, and I'm sorry about that. But if you would like me to just leave and leave you alone, and to stop being annoying, could you let me know somehow? Or
No energy.
no energy. You don't have any energy? I don't either. That's why I'm sitting down. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed. Are you?
Can you tell me your name?
Trapped.
Or through that box that's talking? Are you trapped? You just said trapped. I would hope you're not trapped because this is a beautiful house. I mean, this is a beautiful place, but if you want to leave, you don't have to stay here. For the last 12 minutes of this session, it seems the strange activity has vanished. Perhaps the response that Dave got in the parlor is true, and they just have
No energy.
No energy. You don't have any energy?
After this investigation, we discovered the IR light on my camera simply had a loose component, and we had to send it back to the manufacturer to be repaired. So this was not paranormal, just creepy timing. Death. Whoa. What the hell? So with the sunrise approaching, our night here at the Anchorage has all but come to an end. This place was a huge part of the beginnings of Paranormal Quest, and it will always hold a special place in our hearts. So if you ever find yourself in Marietta, Ohio, be sure to visit.
You can find more information about Hidden Marietta at www.hiddenmarietta.com. We do several different ghost tours, history tours, ghost hunts, and private investigations here at this wonderful mansion. We also have our social medias, which are Hidden Marietta at Instagram, Facebook, as well as TikTok, because we, of course, have to keep up with the kids. So, and of course, if you do want to follow me, Viva La Melissa, on all of my social medias as well.
All right, everybody, it is the end of the night here on yet another investigation here at the amazing, incredible Anchorage Mansion in Marietta, Ohio. What did you think, Ryan?
I really had a lot of fun tonight. I think that this place is like a homecoming for us. We've been here multiple times, but it was one of the first places that we filmed for Paranormal Quest within the first few months. And it always brings us back to that moment of everything being new, it being fresh, and this place always has surprises. I mean, there were some moments tonight where we were genuinely shocked and taken off guard by the things that happened. I think that's something that really helps draw us back in and helps us remember why we do this and what this Paranormal Quest is all about.
Oh yeah, you just get reminded of all of that when you step back into a place like this, and it's just really cool.
Yeah, so we want to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video because that helps us more than you know. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit that like button. That helps us out as well because that helps share the video to a wider audience. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on all bell notifications so you never miss a video. We're excited you all are here, and we can't wait to bring you all along on our Paranormal Quest. Don't forget, brand new merch site, paranormalquestmerch.com. Go over and get your t-shirts, hats, candles, stickers, hoodies. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, and we will see you next time on the next adventure on this paranormal quest.
That's right. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.